Hello and welcome back, everyone, to A Plague Tale: Innocence on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we will be finishing up the castle puzzle. It took me a while to figure out that I could actually go beyond that brazier point because, the exploration elements in this game are nice, but sometimes they are just a bit conflicted with what the actual level design, is.
On the subject of level design, I can certainly understand why players would get a little confused as to where they are because of the great circle that they found themselves on. And if there's one thing that circular environments tend to do is make every place feel like the same valid point on the circle without sometimes at a lack of distinction between what is the imperative destination and where am I just wasting my time trying to figure out where to go.
So, what we actually need to be doing here is resetting the brazier that we moved in order to actually advance into the next area. But I'm having difficulty recognizing that because, well, I've not actually looked at the circle to determine where my next point of entry is.
We definitely need heads-up display markers to tell us where our party is.
Not really. I mean, we're only really interacting with Melee at the moment, so long as we know where Melee is, we should be okay.
Okay. And where is Melee?
Melee is across the pit.
She's across the pit. Because we're over here and she's over there.
Okay, so now that we have access to the other brazier,
die rats, die.
We walk back down and then go back over. Because now we have the ability to, once we actually find the spot for it, we should be able to climb up here. Right.
You're looking for those smudges of white paint that indicate that you can climb up a place.
I'm glad that you brought those up, simply because I'm not supposed to bring those up, but I actually like that those are around usually.
Well, because it, just like in many games like Sekiro or Ocarina of Time, you gotta wonder how did that residue / scuff mark get there? It's because it's a path, silly. People have done it before you. We haven't quite gotten the clue to climb up towels. No, we don't climb up towels. We don't
climb up towels.
We also don't climb up grates either. You see, Ezio could climb up that little surface right there, but not Amicia.
Yeah, Amicia is not, a professional assassin, so. Now, technically, no, the Templars are the villains of that lore.
Thought the Templars were just about a bunch of old guys just sitting around, drinking beer and plotting the world domination.
Well, they were that and more. But yeah, this is Past Gerdat not understanding what the next step of the puzzle actually is. And Melee won't actually give us any more hints right now. What the hell, Melee?
Many were the times when I was playing puzzle-themed games when I actually had to restart I either had to restart the checkpoint if the game gave me the option to, or if we're talking like N64, PS1 days, I would actually have to turn the game off, turn it back on, and reload the save file so I could figure out, like, okay, what was the first thing that happened during this sequence?
The last sector now. I have to get back to the ladder.
Okay, now back to the ladder.
There's still rats down there.
So
I'm going to need the brazier.
Yes, So, believe it or not, what the big problem that I actually had is that I brought this brazier halfway through the point, thinking that was the end of the spot, but it wasn't. So this was Past Gerdat failing to fully execute on a step of the puzzle. That's all that this was, and it ate like 3 minutes of time. Blech.
Yeah, that's okay. This is realistic, puzzle solving right here, and I'm glad to have this exhibit on the trial and error process, which is a natural part of playing puzzle games, because normally what sets puzzle games apart from action games, at least as long as they are their own distinct sequences, is that puzzles don't kill you just because you don't solve the puzzle on your first try. You usually get limitless retries.
Whenever you want.
Thank you, Melee.
We needed to help.
The bridge.
Helping hands, of course.
One of
That's
the
how you
best
get up
support
here.
moves in all of Pokemon history.
Yeah.
And now we will dump these rats into the pit. Waha.
Run, little rats, run! We're coming to burn you! Okay, alright, I see it. So now somebody else has to...
Here the Amazon. And Melly the stealthy.
The Amazon, come on. Amicia and Melee are the same height. Come on.
Come on. We still have to clean up the area down there.
Or did this originate from a period in history when Amazons were not necessarily known for their height, but just for their...
just for their being badass warrior women.
Badass warrior women, yes, thank you.
Crappy hood lever. Melly, you always...
Although you would assume that a badass warrior woman would be taller because of just because of having more muscle than non-warrior women.
Imagine, we could all live here together. I'm more of a Stella girl, you know.
All right, now you guys are getting rebel without a cause on me. Let's not go there.
Oh, but we're adolescent teenagers. We're allowed to do that, aren't we?
Yeah, as long as those adolescent teenagers have bubonic plague rats for parents. You're tearing me apart.
So I have decided against actually using the sticks for this because I'm relatively certain that I won't actually make it all the way over there.
You got plenty of resources. This game has been rather forgiving so far with the resource drops.
Right. Oh man, can you believe that most of those rats are individually modeled, Mr. Cloud?
Kind of. I suppose it's their relative impermanence that allows the game to generate so many of them at once.
Oh look, a door. So how do we get Melee over here? Because obviously we can't unlock that door ourselves.
That is a good question. Well, we did light a torch on the way, and here I see we have controls to another one of these moving lanterns.
No, braziers, Mr. Cloud. Braziers.
Braziers, right. It's a really, really big candle.
Would you consider it more along the lines of a candelabra?
No, because a candelabra is...
That's brought chaos over here.
A candelabra is just lots and lots of candles. This is one, for lack of a better word, one wick. A single wick, but it's really, really big. The candelabra is the accumulation of numerous light sources at once to give it the appearance of one great light. Or am I confusing
Melee,
it with a menorah?
Where are you? Melee, are you coming?
All by myself. Melee, you can let go of the wheel now. Oh, for God's sake. No, Past Gerdat was confused. Present Cloud is befuddled.
We don't need to move these torches around anymore. We just need to actually get Melee over to the spot so we can open the door.
Yeah. Gears of War, Alan Wake, Harry Potter.
Skyrim. I don't really think Harry Potter had any puzzles that had this poor of an execution prompt. Because all that we're honestly missing right now specifically is the execution prompt to pull Melee off of her control stick right now.
Like, which would be the more annoying of the two things that have happened right now? That we continue to wander around in circles without the game giving us additional hints as to how to proceed, neither textual nor verbal, or if you have one character who just repeatedly and incessantly tells you how to get on with it.
The latter.
You think that would be the worst?
Because the puzzle from this point is actually solved, Mr. Cloud. Like, all we got to do is finalize getting melee to the last point.
Where are we going again?
We have a door to open that we can't open on our own. We need melee in order to. We need melee in order to specifically apply brute strength onto the door so that we can, open it.
Aha! So she's the Amazon woman.
Yeah, but Amicio likes the title better, so.
Huh. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing about the puzzle, is that door that we are blocked at is at least something you can see from a distance, so that all you have to do is complete the bridge to that destination.
It's not that simple. You don't know me. All right, I understand.
Alright, as long as they're talking, that means good things are happening.
Yes.
Okay, and then we get stopped over here.
No! Loose the dragons!
Roar!
Retreat before Amicia the Amazon and Melly the Fury!
There you go.
Melly the Fury!
Legendary human rogue.
And we have successfully put all the rats into the pit. Ha!
Now we must offer the sacrifice.
The castle saved our lives.
Yes, Laurentius was right. To celebrate our victory, would you mind if we get out of the rain, please? Right, to the tower!
And so we have successfully solved the puzzle of Castle Umbridge.
It's huge.
We'll have time to explore tomorrow. This is our home.
Oh, what perfect convenience!
And in the next
provisions
chapter, we'll
left by
get
the
a
soldiers.
bit more of a respite before all the bad shit starts happening.
I mean, among the chapters that we played so far, I'd say that chapter was in the top 3 for chapters that we've had. The one where you have to kill what's-his-name, who was the first boss, yeah, that chapter also was pretty good.
Alright, everyone. Be safe. Our home.
It's our home now. We're squatters.
We stole it from the rats. Ha ha!